Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Butterfield News Broadcast Service Systems. Yes, this show is back. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest news show that there has ever been is finally back. And basically, you send some amazing stories from the week to my Instagram or through my email or whatever. Get in touch with me some way, and we feature them on this show. I am on tour right now throughout Australia. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth. There's tickets left. Adelaide's pretty much sold out, so too bad, so sad. But everywhere else, there's some tickets available. Now, also, book available worldwide. Betterman, very good. Now, tonight's top story. Everyone's dreams and wishes have been answered. A transgender clone is finally going to be in Star Wars. And I know how important this is for the LGBTQIA plus community to learn that they can be anything in life, even a clone. It's very, very exciting for every Star Wars fan. Use the gender neutral pronouns, Luke. Use the gender neutral pronouns. Star Wars unveils first transgender stormtrooper. Yes. Sister, and fans are divided. Ooh, are they divided? I guess they're divided, but what is that division? Is it 50-50 or is it like 95-5 or maybe 99-1? 99% just going, why? Why is this a thing? The first transgender stormtrooper named Sister appears in the new book it's a book. Okay, so you've got me with the clickbait, well done. Star Wars, The Secrets of the Clone Troopers. Now that's a secret, let me tell you. Okay, so it's not a movie. So that's a bit upsetting. I'm sure it will become a movie. I'm sure at some point there'll be more and more diverse characters in Star Wars, and I, for one, have never been more excited. But trans actors have been in Star Wars before. This isn't the first time. Star Wars welcomes its first trans actor in brand new series. That's so great. In fact, if you go on the internet, there is a list of the top 17 best LGBTQ characters in Star Wars. And I'm going to click on that link right now and I'm going to learn about it. We're going to learn about it as a family. We've got Sabe, who is, Keira Knightley played Sabe, and she is a handmaiden, and she may have had feelings for her queen. Big old lesbian, how good. La Mama Darcy and Wobie Trice, big old lesbians, how good. We've got Mother Anicia and Mother Coral, fuck yeah, bit of incest. Good. Merrin, mate, some of my favourites. Who's the number one? Yira Quell, never heard of you, how good, but very exciting. Even the recent Star Wars flop, The Acolyte, was buzzing with progressiveness and LGBTQIA plusness, and the only reason it failed was because of toxic bad people and the patriarchy, etc. The Acolyte creator said it was the gayest Star Wars ever. And there was a lesbian R2-D2. Beep bop. Dildo. Why Star Wars keeps losing money, I have no idea. Perhaps they just need to realise that their target market is fat dudes jerking off and not the pride community. 0.1% of the population is trans and you're making an entire film about it. Or you're writing an entire book about it in this case. Think about your target market, all right? All the Star Wars fans. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'm talking to you, you're a Star Wars fan. I guarantee this about you. You're a fat, ugly piece of shit. That's you, right? You right now. Let me know in the comments. Say, that's me, Butterfield. You nailed it. I'm kidding. Or am I? Ooh, diabetes is coming. My problem with all of this, of course, isn't to do with trans people or anything like that. Like, go for gold, whatever, who cares? It's why they do these things. They do it because they want to appear progressive. They want to get advertising dollars, all that shit. And it just seems like it seems quite harmful, really. It seems like you're looking down on the people you're making the movies about. Oh, we need to give you special treatment. Look at how progressive we are, including you. Aren't we amazing, including you? You're not doing it for the right reasons. And I think that's why people see through this bullshit. It's also somewhat like a religion. You have to subscribe to their doctrine, otherwise you're not allowed to be a part of it. Gina Carano, this lady, underwent a compulsory trans re-education camp before Star Wars dismissed her in 2024. Now, I have to be careful here because I have done a video on trans Star Wars before. This thumbnail went absolutely super viral on Twitter and a lot of people made fun of me. Thank you very much to Zach, who makes my thumbnails. All right? How dare you? And it still goes viral. It gets like 30 or 40,000 likes and retweet, all this shit. People hammering me, just saying how much of a piece of shit I am. I always enjoy when it comes up and I get to just remember that I'm a piece of shit. But I do look at the people who are talking shit about me and they've all got their pronouns in their bio. They've all got Free Palestine, Free Ukraine and fucking Coney 2012. So they can all I don't care what you think. If that's you, I don't care. I do not care. It just goes to show that even if your product is losing money, people will still push this shit on the population because that's what they're supposed to do. That's what the powers that be are telling them to do. That's how powerful identity politics is. It's got stuck into the education system, and all these young people coming through in corporate roles are now calling these shots, these terrible shots. Identity politics seems to me the most important thing to them. And on the topic of identity, my daughter identifies as an animal. This is amazing. This is what I want you to know from Katie Powers. Well, Katie, if your daughter is over the age of 3, you're a bad parent. It's also time to tell her to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to sound rude here, but I'm a parent, and in this situation, I'd sit them down and say, listen here, you little shut the fuck up. You're not a fucking cat. I'm sure that's not too over the top, is it? In my notes here, I had laughed as not to seem aggressive. Because it seems a bit too aggressive. But anyway, I continue. When Emma's daughter, okay, so this is about Emma. So, and it's got a little asterisk there, so it's a fake name, so it's not about Katie, so I'm sorry, but fuck you, Katie. We're going after you in this one. I'm going to blame her because she brought the story to light. When Emma, or Katie's daughter, told her she identified as an animal, the mum was understandably surprised. Can't imagine why. Why can't her daughter just be like the other kids and identify as gender neutral? That's so much easier. Emma's daughter explained to her mum that she's a Therian and she's just one of the growing number of children identifying this way. Fuck me. If your kids come to you with this shit, you have failed as a parent. Failed as a parent. Get your kids into digging holes or jiu-jitsu or fucking sport, something. Something difficult so they can take their mind from this shit to something that's actually decent in their lives. If you don't know, Therians, I've done videos on them before. They're these type of people that dance around. They believe they're foxes or dogs or whatever, and it's just a big fucking mess. That's what it is. It's a big mess. This is a really interesting point. I want you to listen to this. There seems to be an increase in theranthropy, or perhaps simply an increase in awareness, particularly on social media and in schools. But a lot of mainstream media have said that this doesn't exist at all. This is a right-wing talking point. That's literally what they've said. This is right-wing people saying this to try and, convince others that the left-wing people of the world are crazy, batshit crazy. But parents like Emma are navigating this identity expression with their children, which, according to Carly Dobber, director of the Australian Association, oh, she's Australian. This young girl's Australian. That's horrific. That it's totally normal. Let me just wrap my head around this. So Carly Dobber, the director of the Australian Association of Psychologists, is saying that this is totally normal. I get it for navigating who they are, but if they come to the conclusion that they're an animal, maybe that's not that normal. Childhood is all about identity formation, the psychologist told Mamma Mia. This is where I've got this story from. It's a great website. It's hilarious. Children might be curious when they come across the term Therian about what it means, and they might try this identity on for size. I don't give a fuck if they're trying it on for size. You're not a cat, idiot. As Dobber explained, identifying as a Therian is not a sign of a problem. Well, it's not a sign of a problem. It's at least an alarm for a little bit of concern. Generally speaking, exploring identifying as Therian is healthy and normal. Children can have a rich, well-adjusted, socially expansive life as a Therian. Yep, I agree. They can have a well-adjusted, socially expansive life as a Therian as long as they have enough SSRIs in their system to forget the fact that they have no friends. On to the next story. If you think a camel toe is vulgar, you're the problem. This is why you subscribe to this channel, for stories like this. Journalism, what the fuck? The recent resurgence of the revealing fashion trend has sparked calls from women for its nasty slang name to be reclaimed. Yes. For women, the camel toe is the N-word, apparently. We all know what a camel toe is, right? It's the outline of the vagin. Exciting times. For some women, mainly the ugly fat ones, it's more of a moose knuckle, but that's I'll leave that for you guys to think about. Now, please, let's read on and figure out why women must be saved from being shamed over exposing the world to their flaps, writes the amazing journalist Rebecca Scallion. So-called fashion trend famed for showing off the physique of female genitalia has sparked anger among women. The camel toe has reportedly made a major comeback, this time with a modern name after being dubbed crotch cleavage by Gen Z. Fuck Gen Z, for starters. But I just want you to just swap the genders for a bit. It's very common in Gen Z to do that, so let's do that right now. Would you say that it's more than appropriate to just get a dude's pants heaps tight so you can see his dick and balls all the time? Is that crotch cleavage as well? If you're above a 6 out of 10, get your camel toe out. I don't give a fuck. All right, if you're below that, hide it away, put it in storage, whatever. But the fact that you're sitting here going, why can't I show off me camel toe? It's just fucking strange. Just get a hobby, babe. Should us men reclaim ball bulges? I don't want my ball bag to be shamed by you women. Let me freak ball bag fly. Despite showing a woman's natural shape, having a camel toe was far from celebrated. Natural shape, yeah, it is natural for sure. But once again, should we all have visible ball bags? Are you cool with visible ball bags? All right? That's just a question. A recent report from the Fashion Journal argues that far from being vulgar and repulsive, a camel toe should be considered a positive female attribute. Ladies, this is why you're not CEOs, all right? This is why you're stuck in fucking hairdressing salons, all right? Shut up. Go to university, learn how to become an engineer, and don't talk about why you're being oppressed because your fucking fanny's not visible. Shut up. You're not going to run a company if you're worried about your fucking lips not being seen. Christ. High-waisted jeans, leggings, and bike shorts are all major culprits, and labia-hugging bottoms. It's scrutinised and looked upon with disgust, but shouldn't a camel toe be cute? It depends. If you're over a 6 out of 10, then maybe. It depends who it is, that's all. Cute, though. Cute's a weird way to describe it, isn't it? If I'm wearing a mankini and you can see the split on my scrot, is that cute? Should I reclaim my scrot? Is that what I should be doing as a man? If you can see my chicken skin being split in half by Borat's mankini, am I taking back what the Lord gave me? Subliminally or not so in some cases, our aversion to the camel toe sends a harmful message. Shut up. It's shameful to have a vagina or hint at its existence in any way. Ladies, just do anything else. This is why the wage gap exists, all right? The dudes have got to pull their weight while you're off trying to reclaim fucking camel toes. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Get tickets to my show right now. Betterman is on sale as well. It's a great book. Go and buy it. Someone complained in the comment section last week that I talked so much about my book, but that person hadn't bought it. I'm going to stop as soon as you buy it, all right? Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Mit extinct. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.